Okay, y'all. So we went to prescreen Mission Impossible Day of Reckoning Part 1 last night. And I just thought I'd do a little review for those who are interested in seeing it. And I believe if you're a Mission Impossible fan, you're going to see it regardless of what people say about it. Because, this is the type of movie franchise that just it has its diehard fans. And I'm gonna tell you, we were in that theater, and for some odd reason the AC was not on. They said it wasn't working. I'm gonna believe them. And nobody left. It was hot, it was muggy. Nobody left. That movie was, let's see, started at 7:30, and I believe we got out of there 10:45. Yeah, that long. We're gonna get into the cast, though. It had an all-star cast. Now, I may have seen one or two Mission Impossibles, so I can't say I'm a diehard fan of this particular movie franchise, and I'm not really a Tom Cruise person either. No offense to all you Tom Cruise fans out here. I know he puts out good work. He's just never been my, cup of tea. But I will say, when I do watch something by him, I usually enjoy it very much so. And did I enjoy this movie? Oh, yeah, I enjoyed it very much. And it's part 1, y'all, so it's going to be a part 2 to this one. You're going to want to watch it, though. It has a very, very interesting storyline. And, one thing I can say is these people just don't disappoint. They don't disappoint. Okay, so let's go over the basics of the cast real quick. So we have Haley Atwell. All right, we have Haley Atwell. She's one of the main characters. Okay, now right here next to Mr. Tom Cruise, who seems to be still in shape, but clearly he's starting to look like Harrison Ford there a little bit. He's getting up there. So I don't know how many more of these action-packed movies he's going to be doing. And then pull off his character type. But I don't know. I think it's about time for him to pass the baton. I wonder if he will be passing the Mission Impossible baton. I don't know. All you Mission Impossible fans, do you think that that's possible? Well, Haley Atwell is one of the main characters, and I didn't like her character. I really didn't, even all the way up to the end. They tried to sell her, but for me, I just was not feeling this character at all. But she, again, was one of the main characters. She had a lot of scenes, all the way up right beside Tom Cruise here. So there's her. Well, let's keep going. Rebecca Ferguson, another, I guess you can say main character to a degree, starting about the middle of the movie. And I think if you are a Mission Impossible fan, you already know who she is, because she is from the past. I like her. She has an interesting story. Very good. And I don't know if y'all want any spoilers. You want any spoilers? Because, okay, spoiler alert. She didn't make it. Okay. All right. So we have Vanessa Kirby. Vanessa Kirby's in here. Okay. Palm Clement, whatever. Didn't like her character. Of course, she's a bad guy, but I did not. Nope. And maybe it's just me. I really didn't catch the point of a character. I have to watch it again because I'm pretty sure there was a point because she was kind of a main character too. Maybe too emotional for me, but yeah. I know her character has significance given the storyline of it all. And here's Gabriel. I mean, Asai Morales. He is Gabriel in the movie. Interesting name, huh? Yeah. I mean, I like this character. His character was cool. You can look at him and tell he had a cool ass character. He was not a quote unquote good guy, but very interesting. And I'm pretty sure we'll definitely be seeing him in part 2. And Simon Pegg, he is one of the buddies alongside of Tom Cruise, and I'm not sure if he was there before. Probably seemed like they kind of rode together for a long time. But I don't remember Vin Rames being in there, which was the other buddy. So I'm not sure about Simon. But you know, he had a pretty significant role. He was a good actor in this. And we have Henry Czerny. And I know you guys know this guy. Okay, they had an all-star cast. He's been in a lot of stuff. Okay. Eunice Chung. She was in it. Okay, I remember her from Death Race 4. And I don't think her role was that significant, but she had a role in here. And we had Nicholas Hoult. I know y'all know Nicholas Hoult. Yes, he was in here. Angela Bassett. Now, she is listed as being one of the cast members. I have to ask the person I was at the movie with, do you remember Angela Bassett being in there? And I should have did that before I did this video, because honestly, I don't remember seeing Angela. So it had to be a short, quick thing. I don't know, maybe when I was trying to cool off or something, because it was hot in there for real. And it goes on, but it just does not stop. Now, Greg Tarzan, I've seen him in something else. I'm not sure what. Charles Parnell, seen him in some things. And Michelle Dorotso Itea. Yeah. Rob was in there. Okay, we just gonna go with Rob Delaney. Rob was in there with his mustache. Carrie Ells, and y'all know this guy. He was in there for sure. Alex Brock, Frederick Schmidt, Mariella. All right. Indira, Shea. He's a popular actor. Marcin, not saying the others aren't, but vaguely I've seen them. I've seen Frederick before. I've seen Alex Brock, of course. Stuart Whelan, Andrea Scarduzio, Nico Toffoli, Mark Gaddis, Christopher, that last name, and Kelly Ryan Assassin. All right, it goes on and on. Antonio Bustoff, Mikhail, Ivan, Brian Law, Anton. Now, where is... Okay, so I had to go to Google with this one because I'm like, Vin Rames, is he new to Mission Impossible? And here it says Irving Rames is an American actor, and he is known for his supporting roles as IMF agent Luther Stickle in the Mission Impossible film series, and gang kingpin Marcellus Wallace in Pulp Fiction. So he is not new to Mission Impossible. I didn't know that, but I gotta be honest with you guys. And Vin Rames is a legend in the game. Okay, he's got some roles behind him. Somebody say, what happened to Vin Rames? What you mean? He was held at gunpoint by police officers in his home after a neighbor reported that a large black man had broken in 2018. Wow. Okay, but when you see him, and I'm pretty sure this is a accurate depiction of what he is looking like when you see this guy in the movie. What, Cagney and Lacey? Did they do Cagney and Lacey? You gotta be kidding me, y'all. What? How many people used to watch Cagney and Lacey? Now, he gets his roles. He does. But I'm concerned. If you look at Vin, you see how his nose done spread. You see his cheeks and everything. You see his skin. His skin always had, he had some deep, what do you call them? Pores. Not pores, but I forget what you call on his face. But this just looks like a bunch of stuff going on. Okay, unhealthy, I don't know, toxins trying to get out. He's not that big old buff fit guy anymore. He's like what's the name of the actor who passed away? He was engaged to old girl who was she was with Trump at one point in time. But yeah, Vin Rames didn't look good at all in this movie, y'all. I had some serious concerns about him, and I just, maybe also because I haven't seen him in a while, so it just stuck out to me. But I'm gonna pray for him. Okay, so I got a little sidetrack checking out Vin Rames and his life, and I didn't mean to go that far, y'all, but I was all up in it, okay? I saw who he was married to, not the first time, but the second time, first and second time. Him and his second wife been on what one writer calls the longest separation battle in history. They've been separated for years on top of years without a divorce, and they have been fighting over custody for so long that their youngest, Rainbow, is the girl's name, is not 18. Okay. So, I don't know what's going on there, but he has beautiful wives, beautiful children. He has a son and a daughter. He has a stepdaughter. Dang, Vin Rames been doing, he's been putting in work over the years. I mean, a lot of stuff I didn't know about, of course. But he's been putting in work. He has got to be one of my favorite actors out of the whole Mission Impossible movie that I watched last night. So that's a, reason why I'm posting, and spending a little time talking about Vin Rames. And I'm over here getting text messages from my date. Oh, y'all. Oh, yeah. He landed on thick, too. So, anywho, okay, shoot, Vin Rames. Let me see. Let me see what year Holiday Heart was. I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna get to that in a second, because what I'm seeing from a lot of people who've posted things is, Holiday Heart, and after seeing him in what was the name of the movie? Sweet Home Alabama. Was that the name of it, y'all? Con Air. And he was in the shower and he did that little scene. I was like, come on, Vin. That did something to me. It kind of ruined me for him. But it took me back and reminded me of him in Holiday Heart. That was the moment I said, oh my gosh, that's him in Holiday Heart. I was a little girl. Because my auntie used to love that movie. She used to cry. She cried at everything, though. But she used to cry. She was a whole prostitute, y'all. A hair-on prostitute. And I never knew it as a child. I never knew her old man was a pimp. I ain't know none of that stuff till I got older, okay? So, anywho, she used to watch Holiday High. And she cried at Color Purple, too. But that's where I first heard of that movie, and I'm like, why are you watching this? That's a whole big old man. He's trying to be a girl, and you crying and stuff. Like, it's not real. He's not really a girl. Like, blah, blah, blah. I used to talk junk too. So I'm gonna have to look up and see what year that was. Holiday High came out. That was pretty interesting. But it's wild to me how so many people rave at him for Holiday Heart when he's done so much great work. This dude was in so much stuff, and he's a phenomenal actor. But Holiday Heart, though, y'all act like that's his best work. I just can't. I can't with that. But let's go into, he did Animal, too. I watched a few things just now, and I didn't see anybody mention Animal. There's a part 1 and a part 2, and it's on YouTube if y'all want to check it out. It's called Animal. Of course, it's one of those roles he good at playing, the prisoner, ex-con, or whatever. And he had a son. And his son, well, you gotta watch the movie, but in Vin Rames fashion, it's good. Okay, now here's a deleted scene from Baby Boy.
Them old folks, they know about looking out for one another. Because back in the day, all they had was each other. Right. But nowadays, shit, man, I go up to one of them houses in Baldwin Hills, View Park, Ladera, bid for some of that yard work. You think they're going to open up their door for me?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Not your black ass.
No, but they open it up for a Mexican, though. I shit you not.
Mexicans about to take California back. White folks mad about that shit.
Yeah, he look younger than you saying. No, he old. He old enough to be on his own. And when I was his age, I couldn't be hanging around my mama's house. Shit, that little nigga don't know how good he got it. As soon as I got 18, my mama kicked me out. She locked me out on more than one occasion. They put me out. I wasn't wanted at all. I had to sleep on the street wherever I could.
I still live with my mom.
Well, damn.
What? Fuck y'all,
mama,
man.
Boy.
Yeah, Baby this guy, boy. He played in some movies. But let's get back to Mission Impossible, shall we? Okay, let's go. Okay, so I've already given you guys one spoiler alert, so I'm going to go to the IMDb, okay? So I can just keep it simple like them. And, boy, did they keep it simple. It says Ethan Hunt and his IMF team, which I did see that Vin Rames has been a part of this team for quite some time throughout this series. So that's interesting. I did not know that. Ethan Hunt and his IMF team must track down a dangerous weapon before it falls into the wrong hands. Now, when you guys see this movie, tell me, do you not see and believe that it is quite accurate to what, in my opinion, is going on right now? I'm not going to play the trailer because I'm pretty sure somebody got copyrights of it somewhere. Yeah. It's a good movie. It will keep you going. I think it's a bit long. I forgot to see on IMDb what exactly how long they're saying it is, but I'm telling y'all it's long. Okay, it's like 2 hours and something. And there's some parts that I feel like they could cut out. My moviegoer partner disagrees, but it's long, okay? So, of course, they have part 2 coming out for this. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2 is an upcoming American action spy film written and directed by Christopher McQuarrie. And it is the direct sequel to Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, and the 8th installment to the Mission Impossible film series. And the release date on this is June 8th, 2024. And Tom Cruise is one of the producers on this, guys. Very nice, okay? So, hey, will there be a Mission Impossible 9? Let's look at this. Okay, there are plans for a Mission Impossible 9. After Dead Reckoning Parts 1 and 2, the 7th installment of the Mission Impossible series arrives in theaters in July 19th, 2023. So y'all can go watch this on July 19th or sooner if you got that hookup. Holla if you hear me. But, I do pre-screenings. Been doing that for years. And so we went and pre-screened it. Is that Harrison Ford? Let's stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Let's go. We got to go. Because I swear, didn't I just liken him to aging like Harrison Ford? Didn't I just liken him to aging like Come on, listen. All right, what are they talking about? This is Screen Rant. Mission Impossible 9, teased by Tom Cruise, could continue into the 2040s. Well, let's go then. While praising Harrison Ford's longevity in the industry, Tom Cruise suggests that Mission Impossible 8 won't be his last as Ethan Hunt. Do your thing. Hey, listen, I stand corrected because now that we're talking about Indiana, Harrison Ford, he has had a long career. Man, listen, when I say I love me some Harrison Ford, y'all stop playing with me. Harrison Ford is, he's like one of my top actors of all time when it comes to this type of genre. Listen, I had a VHS bookshelf. I had a shelf of VHS collections of Harrison Ford's movies. That's just how into him I was. I can just tell y'all, if you haven't watched a lot of his movies that he played in, I haven't seen nothing that he's played in that wasn't good. Nothing. I've seen something that was like kind of touchy, kind of made me have tear up every time I see it, and that's regarding Henry. He got hurt, he was kind of whatever. But this guy played in some good stuff. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Indiana Jones, I only saw a couple, just like the Mission Impossible. My favorite one was the one where he had Sean Connery in it, and I'm kind of thinking he wasn't in just one, because that was his dad in the movie, right? And I think he passed the baton to him, if I'm not correct. See, I don't know. I know about as much as Indiana Jones as I do about Mission Impossible, as far as the whole history and story and all that. When I watched, I gotta find the one that I really, really liked. I wanted to get into the other ones, but just for some reason, it didn't pique me that much. Just like Mission Impossible, it just really didn't pique me that much. I don't know why, but I am going to watch the sequel to this one. But anywho, despite rumors, Tom Cruise suggests that Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2 won't be his last, effectively teasing Mission Impossible 9 as he praised Harrison Ford's longevity in the business. The veteran actor reprises his iconic role as Indiana Jones in James Mangold's Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I think that was it. Let me look. Yep, this is it all day. 1989. This movie was so good. And Sean Connery is another one. But Sean Connery, I like him on another level, y'all. Whole nother level. I used to have a thing for this dude right here. Yes, the intrepid explorer Indiana Jones sets out to rescue his father, a medievalist who has vanished while searching for the Holy Grail. Following clues to the old man's notebook, Indy arrives in Venice, where he enlists the help of a beautiful academic, but they are not the only ones who are on the trail, and some sinister old enemies soon come out of the woodwork. This was released May 24th, 1989, and the director is Steven Spielberg, Paramount Pictures. Based on characters by George Lucas and Philip Kaufman. That is interesting, guys. This movie is it for me, y'all. I loved it so much. I didn't want to watch any of the other ones because I didn't want to get disappointed. It was really good. They were a great team. I tried to watch one of the others. I can't remember which one, and it just didn't give me that same feel. So I just wanted to hold on to that, and I couldn't go any further. But Harrison Ford has put it down. Let's take this time out to give him his props. I don't know what's going on with him now, but it's a good time to look them both up, right? Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. Because last time that I checked, no, he ain't. Ain't no way he 80 years old. That's impossible. There is no way. Harrison Ford is 80 years old, y'all. Oh, I gotta. How Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I might go and start watching some of these Indiana Jones just to pay my trip. Oh, he was in Star Wars. Okay. just to pay my respects. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like him. He was born in 1942. Damn, son. Hare Krishna. But listen, hold up. Liam Flockhart, that's his child. Ben Ford, Malcolm Ford, Georgia Ford, and Williard Ford. He got grandchildren, all that. Harrison Ford is 80 years old. Can we see how is he doing now? Like, what in the world is going on? 80 years old. Wait, hold on. Harrison Ford, what? He roasts Conan O'Brien for forgetting the Star Wars role. Indiana Jones star Harrison Ford stopped by Conan O'Brien's podcast. Conan O'Brien needs a friend. But their friendships got off to a rocky start after Ford realized O'Brien needed a reminder about one of his most memorable roles in Star Wars. Okay, so he got like a Dick Gregory thing going on. I'm about to watch this later. For sure. Alright, so let's go check out Sean Connery. If Harrison Ford is 80, I'm scared. Hold on. I gotta click on these pictures. He looks good for 80, y'all. Listen, cut it out. I'm about to shed a tear. This is my guy right here. When I tell you this is my guy, this is like one of my favorites in the game. Look at him back then when he was doing this thing. Y'all gotta check out some of Harrison Ford's movies. I promise you won't be disappointed. Look at that. Harrison 40, Harrison 50. This dude is 80 years old. He 80, y'all. This guy right here, Harrison Ford. He 80. That nose been broke for a long time. I want to know the story behind that. I would love to know the story behind that nose getting broke. Look at this. Look at this. He's a baby right here. Practically a doggone baby. This is, man, life. Listen, we got one life, one body. Okay, we got to go to Sean Connery. Okay, I'm scared. Okay. Is he still alive? Sir Sean Connery was a Scottish actor. Hold on. He was the first actor to portray the fictional British secret agent James Bond on a film. And he starred in the 7 Bond films between 1962 and 1983. Now this dude, what now? Okay, he was born August 25th, 1930. Wait. 2020? Huh? What? Maybe I didn't know, and the trauma was too much, because, yeah. Respiratory failure due to pneumonia, as well as atrial fibrillation, an irregular heart rate that can cause increased risk of strokes, heart failure, and other complications. Why do so many elderly people seem to deal with pneumonia? That is a mystery. Hey man, he was 90 years old. 90. He had dementia? According to those closest to him, Connery had also been struggling with dementia for 2 years leading up to his death. Who played James Bond the most? Connery, right? Roger Moore? Okay. Did he have what? What kind of question is that? He had no intention of leaving Jason a part of his woe. Okay. Diane Cilento has iterated that their son has never received a cent from his father. He only had one child. Connery gave up most of his post-tax bond money in their divorce and had to start over. Money for his son went into a trust at that time to ensure... I don't know if I want to get into that. Where was he living? He died at his home in the Bahamas, with his wife who he married in 1975. In his 70s. What does that mean? I don't know. That don't 70s and 80s. What I got to do with it? He married her in 75, right? Vascular dementia, reduced blood flow to the brain, which damages and eventually kills brain cells. This can happen as a result of narrowing or blockage of small blood vessels. All right, this is getting kind of depressing. I thought we were supposed to be talking about what are you guys doing here? Like, how do we get here? I don't even want, but I want to know, did he have any more children? Can we, damn, let's go. BBC is on point. All right, Sir Sean Connery has died. Look at him. As he aged, y'all, he was so. Scottish actor was best known for his portrayal of James Bond, being the first to bring the role to the big screen and appearing in 7 of the spy thrillers. Sir Sean died peacefully, so you say, in his sleep. In the Bahamas, having been unwell for quite some time, his son said. His acting career spanned 7 decades, and he won an Oscar. Just one Oscar? In 1988 for his role in The Untouchables. Sir Sean other films include The Hunt for Red October, Highlander, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and The Rock. All good movies. Jason Connery said his father had many of his family who could be in the Bahamas around him when he died overnight in Nassau. Much of the Bond film Thunderball had been filmed there. He said, "We are all working at understanding this huge event as it only happened so recently, even though my dad has been unwell for some time. A sad day for all who knew and loved my dad, and a sad loss for all the people around the world who enjoyed the wonderful gift he had as an actor." All right, I'm not about to read all this. Y'all stop playing with me. Who is his son? He got 1 Oscar. Man, they be tripping in life, don't they? Look, he was a cutie, wasn't he? But that older Bond boy, this one right here. This one, Connery right here. This one. Y'all just don't know. Okay, Mr. Connor just don't. That's what I used to be saying, boy. Mr. Connor just don't know. I done had a crush on this old man for a long time, y'all. I say a long time. Okay, a long time. Not the young one. This one. All right. He leaves his wife Michelle and sons. Okay, Jason and Stefan. All right. Okay, back to the movie. Okay, so I couldn't rest until I found out. So it says, while Sean and his second wife Micheline, which by the way, she's 93, and they got a picture of her in her bikini. I'm not doing that. But hey, Sean and Micheline did not have any children together, but they both had children from their previous relationships. The James Bond actor had 1 son, Jason Connery, with his first wife, actress Diane Cilento. And I done looked, and they still ain't told. Okay, so he got other children. So he got a daughter. He got some daughters. Like, they not giving up the goods. So everybody's saying the same thing. Connery was married to actress Diane Cilento from 1962-74. Though they separated in 71, he had a son, actor Jason Joseph. So that's his only child, right? Okay, I guess that's what that means. The son has never received a cent from his father. And Sean had no... Oh, that's the same one. I want to hear from another source, because that shit crazy. Bond legend Connery donates millions to Scots charities. The fund aims to honor his legacy through strategic grant making and the institution. So he didn't leave his son no money. What was up with that? I don't even know what to say about this, y'all. I don't even know what to say about this. This right here. Sean Connery has recently passed away, so it's up to his children to carry on his legacy. His wife, Micheline, raised 4 children together. Sean has only one biological son. Jason Connery is his only child. Okay. From his, get that out of here, first marriage, and just so happens to follow in his father's footsteps as an actor and director. But what else do we know about him? Okay, what else do we know? Sean was first married to Diane Cilento from 1962 to 73 when they had their son, Jason, together. Their marriage was riddled with turmoil and accusations of abuse. Sean met his second wife, Micheline, in 70 at a golf tournament while he was still married to Diane, and the two of them immediately clicked. Micheline is a Moroccan-French painter and a Broadway play producer who had already been twice married. She brought her 3 children from a previous marriage, Oliver, Micah, and Stephen, to join Sean's son Jason and complete their blended family. Sean and Micheline did not have any children together. Jason is an actor of his own right. He's most known for portraying the title character of Robin Hood in the 3rd season of Robin Hood and Sherwin in 1986. While not nearly the same level of household name fame, that's messed up, Jason had roles in several live theater productions and B-movies. Damn, B-movies, y'all? Come on, do I even want to read anymore? He even played 007 creator Ian Fleming in the 1990 TV series Spy Maker, The Secret Life of Ian Fleming, as a nod to his famous father. Okay, good for him. That was good. Alright, he told the LA Times he'll always be fighting to get out from under his father's shadow. Which, honey, we didn't even know. I guess a lot of people know, but I realize that I'm always going to be compared to my father, he said in 1990, and there are innuendos all the time. I should just spend my whole life justifying myself? Like, what's wrong with y'all? Okay, Jason Connery was married, but not anymore. Oh, this article just gets better. Back during the making of Bullet to Beijing, Jason Connery met his soon-to-be wife, Mia Sara, who is most popular for her role as Sloane in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I thought she looked familiar. The two married in 96, had one son, Dashiell Quinn, in 97, and they divorced in 2002. So they weren't together that doggone long. And Mia went on to marry Brian Henson, with whom she had another child with. Honey, we didn't need to know all that. Why are you doing that? Following their divorce, he alluded to the similarities between himself and his father. My divorce was a really difficult thing for me, a shock, he told the Times. I suddenly saw all the parallels between my dad, my mom, and me, because they were both actors like my ex and I. And it was Jason who shared the heartbreaking news of his father's passing in October 31st, 2020. We all working at the understanding of this huge event, as it only happened so recently, even though my dad has been unwell for some time. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, anywho, y'all go check out the movie Mission Impossible. I'm saying. Hold on. I thought I was on play. So forget everything I just said, because you didn't hear me anyway, and I'm not going to repeat it. Hold on. Okay, here it is. You thought I was fibbing? Did you really think I was fibbing? It's 2 hours and 43 minutes, B. You understand me? It's 2 hours and 43 minutes. That's what it says right here on IMDb. They're not lying to you. Alright, so you got all these trailers you can watch. If you want to watch the trailers, it's coming out on the 19th. You know? And 2 hours and 43 minutes. You're going to get almost 3 hours of packed action. I ain't going to lie. And you're going to know it when you see it. There's a scene that was just kind of corny. It went on too long. In fact, to me, there was 2 scenes, and I'm going to tell you one of them. When they was in that little yellow car, right here. I ain't going to let it play because we'll be in trouble. Well, I'll be in trouble. But they was in this little car.
Weddings bring up some complicated feelings.
Stop that. Cut that out. And they was going round and round and round and roundabout. Okay, round and round and round. And it just went on for too long. Alright. There was another one. But I'm going to let you spot that for yourself. But other than that, you got action. Now, we were in the Dolby Theater. We had the vibrating of the seats and all that kind of stuff. To me, the vibration was cool, but it didn't seem like it went well with the movie. I don't know. This is an action-packed movie, yes, but it just did, for me, it just didn't do it. It didn't do it for me with the movie. I don't know, but it's a good movie. Go check it out, y'all. And if you've seen it, or if you hyped to see it, comment down here and let me know. And you can comment on some others, because y'all know I went all off on the Mulberry Bush and I thought about some other things, Sean Connery, Harrison Ford, Vin Rames, blah blah blah, do, and you can comment on that too. But give it a like, give it a share, and check out Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1.